Welcome back to Let's Narcissism Super Mario Blue Twilight. If you're just joining us, and I'm not really sure why, we're playing the original version of Super Mario Blue Twilight that I released in 2004, and then we'll be moving on to the 2005 release, which is the one that everyone knows about and played because it's, better and improved, but, I wanted to start with this version that maybe not many people have seen. And the reason why I'm splitting these episodes up like this is because Cam Studio, well, it's not really Cam Studio's fault. I guess maybe it is. There's this file size limit on AVI files. It's part of the old AVI file spec. It can't be more than 2 gigabytes, and if the file goes over 2 gigabytes, then most video editors think the file is corrupt. It's a big mess. So to get around that, we're playing this in small chunks to make sure that Cam Studio doesn't freak out. I could just use Open Broadcaster. I have a laptop now that uses that, but I'll deal with that some other time. That's a more complicated setup. I won't get into it right now. But here's the third level, the ghost house. I think, like I said in the last episode, I think there's only 4 levels in this version, so we'll be done with it right quick, and then we'll get on to the actual... What is this music? This isn't music, this is just wind. That's kind of a nice bit of atmosphere, really. Oh, right, and then you get up to the ghost house. And now the music starts. Ha! That's actually kind of clever. I like that. Whoa, hey there, buddy. I probably should have been paying more attention, but I was staring at the cool blur effect on that ghost. Look at that. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. And this really annoying dry bones won't get out of my way, so I'll just take the hit. The general idea for this game was that I was going to try and make the whole game one big wall jump training exercise, and I don't think I really did that good of a job with it. Oh right, this is the weird old ghost house level. Yeah, okay, I'm getting rid of that. Because it's actually really hard to do the springs when you have the bunny ears. That's kind of what this whole level is about, I think, is using the springs. What's up here? Oh, that's better. I feel like that's probably a shortcut. It is up here. I don't want to go that way because that's back where I was. I feel like this level got the biggest redesign in the deluxe version. I don't remember any of this. I am actually, honestly, lost right now. Okay, so we kick this here, and then we bounce up here. Normally, I think I speak for a lot of people. These springs are kind of hard to use. Mario Maker just came out, and using springs like this is kind of a pain in the butt. But here they are super easy to use. They just bounce you continually higher until, you hit the ceiling, and boy, you get a lot of height. What's over here? I think in this version of the game, the springs can actually be knocked in such a way that you lose them forever, which is, 2004 people. This was 11 years ago. Maybe even longer than that. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know what to say about this level. It's just different and weird and kind of bad. Once we get to the DX version, you'll see just how different this level actually is. Are you kidding me? Did I really expect people to do this? You want to talk about maybe losing this forever? Asking people to kick it across gaps is the worst idea. It could just fall down there so easily. Oh, for a second there, I thought that door didn't work. I pushed up and nothing happened. Now, I guess I don't want to kick that down there? Like, do I go up here? Okay. Wow, I do not remember anything about this level. Okay, I kind of remember this. I think this part of the level survived the transition. Hit that. I've already devolved into this kind of commentary. Okay, go through the door, go! Okay. Check it out, though. Checkpoints. It's something that Mario Maker doesn't have. Oh, now I remember. The entire reason this level is about springs is obviously, in the boss we're coming up on, springs are kind of a big deal. What's over here? Is it? There's just nothing over here. That's okay. That's good level design, I guess. And speaking of Mario Maker, I've actually thought about trying to remake some of these levels in Mario Maker. But I don't know if that's, like, actually possible or not. Oh, geez. Oh, that's kind of a bad place to be. Like, obviously, I'd have to use the new Super Mario Brothers visual style, so I'd have wall kicks so that I could do this until I died. Oh. What was I saying? Mario Maker? Mario Maker. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try and remake some of these levels in Mario Maker. The main problem I feel like in like doing that is obviously I could remake oh my gosh. I could remake a ghost house level like this, probably pseudo faithfully. But like the whole point of Mario Maker is that it's kind of Halloween themed, right? So if you don't have pumpkins and if you don't have the autumn visual style, then it kind of loses some of its appeal. I think, anyway. So let's try and not die here. Oh my... Why is this jump so hard to make? I am going to get a game over. We're going to have to, like, cut it so that this level is the only level in this episode for as long as it is taking me. I think that's something I might have done with the deluxe version, is I might have shortened this level down to where it's only, like, half the size. This was probably way back when I still was like, oh yeah, I really like big levels, like prohibitively big levels. One of the very first fan game projects I ever worked on was just like this maze level. It was a Sonic fan game. This giant chemical plant zone level that might as well have been a whole game unto itself. And fall damage. Fall damage in a 2D game. That is something everybody wants. Oh, thank goodness that level is over. I wish Cam Studio told me how long that level was. In fact, I'm gonna cut this level right here, and maybe there'll be a jump cut, because I feel like that was a long video. That was a long level. So maybe there'll be a jump cut here, and we'll do another level to finish out this episode. But I do need to cut the video, so... Wait a minute. I just realized while I was waiting for that video file to save and process, there was no boss at the end of that level. Like, the whole point of this being like King Boo's pad or whatever is there was supposed to be a boss there at the end, wasn't there? What happened to King Boo? Like, I prided myself on my King Boo boss fight and he wasn't there. What? Why? Did I not make the boss fight until the deluxe version? Did I have to cut it for time? Huh. That is weird. This whole level about teaching you to use springboards, and then the boss that uses springboards isn't there. Man. That just goes to show you how different this version of the game is.
Okie dokie.
Okay, this is the final level.
Here I go.
The Showdown. Now, the original idea for this level, as you'll notice, is supposed to be like the ultimate wall-kicking challenge here at the start, but obviously it goes on a little too long. A lot too long. I always like the idea of, like, what is it? The level in Donkey Kong Country 2, I think it's called, like, Slime Climb. So the idea of having, like, this level based around just a big, crazy wall-jumping challenge. But obviously I had not fully realized the idea there yet. Yeah, here we are, final level of the game. Oh. My weird collision detection. There are a lot of enemies here. And they appear to do a considerable amount of damage. Like, why am I already at 1 health? It's like Castlevania 3 here or something, where damage scales based on what level you're on. I think that was only the Japanese version of Castlevania 3. Whatever. Oh no! Okay. I feel like Nintendo eventually also did Flame Boos in one level, where the rules for them are backwards like that. With my Flame Boos, if you look at them, they will come towards you. You have to turn away and not look at them. Which, I'm not sure if that's actually that good of an idea. And there's just a Goomba down there chilling on the lava. I think that's something I fixed in the deluxe version. Oh, no. I like the idea of these Flame Boos, though, that come and chase you. I like their Flame Dash. That's a cool idea. And here are Red Koopa Troopas being the flying type. Just like in Mario Maker. I'm not making any allegations. I'm not that egotistical. It's just great minds think alike. I feel like this would probably be a pretty okay level to remake in Mario Maker. Though you don't get the cool Bowser statues. But you get thwomps. And you get kind of everything else. You don't get the mummy spinies or whatever they're called. I don't remember. I think they're just spinies, really. I'd try touching that Bowser statue to see if it would hurt me, but I don't want to risk it. So this is, I don't know, this is just kind of a straightforward Mario level. That was kind of the point, really. And as we'll find out in, oh geez, I already died again. And as we'll find out in Mario Ween DX, that's kind of the swerve. Wait a minute. Well, for some reason, that one operates on normal boo regulations. That's kind of weird. It's probably a bug. Oh, this collision detection is not the greatest. Okay, I can touch those. Just making sure. Oh, come on. We'll say one thing, these controls make platforming, like, super easy, but they also feel kind of stiff and gross, and I don't like that. So I think... Oh, look at all these enemies! I think I already made the joke, but this is like a Mario Maker level. Now, do I actually get to face Bowser, or is it just going to skip me to the credits? Okay, I get to face Bowser. I remember being really proud of this Bowser fight. And that's it, we beat the game. Game over. Oh wait, just kidding. I didn't actually think that Giga Bowser was in this version of the game. If there was one thing that I thought would be exclusive to the DX version, it would be Giga Bowser. Now here it is, like I said, the ultimate wall jumping challenge. The only way to damage Giga Bowser is to wall jump. And he can be kind of cheap. Oh no!
Game over.
Oh. 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 Can I... How do I... Buttons. Hello? Was I an idiot and made... Oh no! I broke it! Okay, I think I fixed it. Oh, it just restarted the application, which means it boots back into full screen, which can mess up Cam Studio. That's great. I like that. No, I don't. Get past this stupid quote from Insert Credit, which I think he was talking about Dojin games, which was something I was like really into at the time, was the idea that Japan had these Dojin games, which were basically just the Japanese term for fan games. And oh, this intro takes so long to get through. None of my buttons do anything. There we go. Finally. Makes for good material when you're trying to talk over it, but geez, about the time you want to try and skip it. Continue. If I hit new game, I would have cried. Oh, and it starts me all the way at World 1. I still wonder what happened to the King Boo boss fight.
Here I go.
How many lives do I have? I don't even remember what I was talking about. Alright, Dojin games. I was really fascinated by the idea that Japan had these Dojin games. Like, I don't even know if Toho was a thing at the time. But like Fate, Stay Night, and things like that. Where it was just, you know, fans making fan games, and they could sell them, and there was like, what is it? It's like Comiket, where you could go buy them or whatever. That was just really like a cool idea to me. And I spent like a considerable part of my time just thinking about that kind of stuff and how cool it is that they were so accepted like that. But in retrospect, putting a quote like that at the start of a game like this is kind of a dumb thing. Oh my gosh. So when I said that these controls make platforming a little bit easier, that was no accounting for my crummy level design, I guess. Get rid of him, especially that kind of stuff where he throws the bone the moment I get to him. Okay, try this again. Oh, that was a waste. I feel like that gave me more health. Like that gave me 3 instead of just... Oh, that was weird. But if I'm not careful, I'm only gonna get to Bowser with 1 health again. Or 1 life. And like I was trying to say before, Giga Bowser can be pretty cheap. Like, he has what I think is a really cool pattern, but some of the hitboxes on his attacks are a little cheap. I think especially in this version. I think I toned it down for the deluxe release. We'll find out when we get there. I should probably concentrate more on beating this level Because I feel like I'm getting into like this zone out state where I'm just rambling to you guys and I'm not actually paying attention to the level. But I'm at the end, so... That door noise is so weird. Here. What you just heard was my water bottle. I'm taking the cap off so it doesn't make weird slurping sounds. Hey, buddy! I've got him trapped in a pattern, as Arena would say on Game Center CX. Okay, now I should probably stay over here. Because I think this side opens up first? I'm not sure. Nope. It's just whatever side he wants. This was also back when I was like, yeah, randomization in games, that's fun, right? Oh no! I need to hurry because he can just punch this wall whenever he feels like it. And sometimes you'll be kicking up the wall and he'll just punch it, and there's nothing you can do. Those spikes are instant kill. I think these monster sounds are from House of the Dead 2. They're from the Hydra boss, the multi-headed lizard. There are his... Whoa, yep, see, that's... Nope. I gotta admit, though, I'm kind of into this boss fight still. Even though he doesn't really move, he just kind of sits there in the center. But I give him more space to move in the deluxe version. And there's my horrible explosion effect. It looks so much better in the deluxe version. But again, I should point out that was before New Super Mario Bros. Made Bowser into this giant monster. But again, I guess that was like a Yoshi's Island sort of thing, so maybe it doesn't matter. And here we have saved Princess Peach. Hooray! Except... Wait for it. Wait for it? Oh, I guess it's after the credits. So yeah, that was all 4 levels of the original version of Super Mario Blue Twilight. And now we get to sit through the incredibly unnecessary credit sequence where I just name myself like 10 times. Isn't that always funny? Even though it wasn't really intended to be funny at the time. You can kind of understand why this game didn't really get probably the popularity that the other version did. I think the deluxe version has 12 total levels, and let's see, like 5 or 6 bosses. We'll be playing through all of them, including the secret content, and probably even secrets you've never seen for yourself. There are secrets in this game that I don't think are that well known, and we'll be going through some of those in the next episode of Let's Narcissism Super Mario Blue Twilight Deluxe. Happy Halloween. Wait. This doesn't have the... Ah, here we go. Yes, I'm spoiling it. Oh? She's bats. See you guys. So just a little interjection here really quick. I got to reading the readme file after I finished playing the game, and actually, according to this, it says the release was in 2003, so I guess this was even earlier than I thought it was, which makes me wonder if Marioween DX was actually like a 2004 release and not 2005? Did I actually miss Halloween 2004? Did this game take me 3 years to put together? Because I could have sworn that DX came out in like August 2005. But it explains it all right here. 4 levels and 2 bosses, all under 5 megabytes, which means that the King Boo boss should have actually been in here somewhere. Maybe I tripped a bug and he didn't like trigger. Maybe I missed him. That's something we'll see in the DX release coming up here in a minute. Like it says here, over the past 9 months, I'd been poking at a Mario engine on my hard drive, and I decided to make something for Halloween. I started work on September 22nd and released it on October 31st. And already right here it says, I am pondering the idea of a Marioween DX. So there you have it, I guess. And the rest of the README file is just, controls and the throwaway story and things about power-ups and enemy types. And there's my lovely ancient website that doesn't work anymore. And of course my email address. So yeah. Onwards to Super Mario Blue Twilight DX. See you guys then.